Hello, everybody. Matt Cson, Friday Night Blogs, and as usual, my cohort, Murphy, is right there. And everybody, if you didn't see my last video, that is his personal bed. Excuse me. Oh, wifey's singing Bobby McGee.
Sorry.
Did you hear that? Sing some more.
Off.
Turn out, sing some more.
No.
We're both singing Bobby McGee lately. The pink version of Bobby McGee is really good if you want to go watch it. Okay, the acoustic version. Anyhow, all right, so what am I talking about today? Okay, so one of my biggest challenges are books and the gurus who talk about the end point. They talk about when you reach enlightenment and when you become awakened, right? Everything becomes amazing. You're back into this garden, right? The garden of all that's good and everything's beautiful and wonderful. All you got to do is just wake up. I got a problem with that. How? Show me how, right? So a lot of books have been sold just on that, the awakening, right? So it's all about the end, and they make it about the end. Yet in the book, they keep talking about it's about the process. It's about the process, but you're making it about the end, right? Look, the journey, the process is the awakening, right? Inside of the process is your enlightenment, and you have to go through that in order to get to a point where you can consistently find more and more awakening enlightenment in your life. Oh, there goes Murph. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. One of the thing is how do you get there? Okay, one of the ways to get there is remember when you came into this world, right? You were holistic. You came into this world absolutely connected. Right? As a baby, you were just flowing. Life was just absolutely grand and amazing. And if you watch babies, right, they're always smiling. And if they're not smiling, they go through emotions fast, right? Anger, fear, whatever it is. They go through it quickly, and then they come back into flow. But again, as humans, what do? We stew in our anger. We stew in our fear, and we don't allow for a particular flow. Now, it's not until as a baby we started growing up, and then all of a sudden, we became adulterated by the caretakers, the teachers, and the mentors around us. Then all of a sudden, our holistic mind started to break apart into a conscious and a subconscious mind and the body. All of these three parts started to get broken up. my wife's singing is throwing me off. Sorry, guys. Okay, but she's having a good time, so let her have it. Okay, so our mind splintered off into subconscious, conscious, and a body, right? And so I know that there are some techniques out there to talk and focus about just focus on the body sensations alone. And you don't need words to describe the body sensation. You don't need the words to describe the body sensations. But that's only handling one of the three parts that need to come back into union and need to come back into a holistic mind. Yes, it's a very powerful part. It's really very needed, and it's a strong component of the reflective transformation system, right? But it's only one part, right? We need the emotion. We need to understand what the emotion is, right? And if we can, we have to use a conscious thinking mind to come up with a word to describe the emotion. Let me go about words, right? Because there are lots of techniques out there that point to not using words, not having to use words. Well, words are very important. Why? Because our mind splintered apart. We have to use words in order to come back to that holistic part of us. We have to use words to come back to that wholeness of our minds, because it split apart. If it didn't split apart, sure, just watch your body sensations, or and just let things flow. I mean, but it would be a lot easier to let things flow in the first place. But because it fell apart, because it splintered apart, we have to pay mind to, again, the subconscious mind. By the way, right, there are some techniques out there, particularly hypnotherapy and hypnosis and hypnotist techniques out there that say everything's about the subconscious mind. But if you only make it about the subconscious mind, you only make it about the emotion, then you'll only get 1/3 of the equation, right? And it'll feel good, but it won't be complete. So we need the conscious mind, right? We do need the conscious mind to come back to healing. And also the conscious mind is so very important because it integrates everything, right? It also helps us become aware of the lessons that we've learned, so we can integrate it all, right? And then all of a sudden we have the body. The body, obviously, you've heard me talk about it a million times over. It's the end result of the battle between the subconscious and conscious mind, and the body points us to what we've held in, as far as memory, as a sensation, emotion, and thoughts. Now she's playing with Murphy. Can you just tone it down a bit, darling? Thanks. So we need all these minds, and we need all of them. So the subconscious mind, we need to know what the emotion is. In order to know what the emotion is, we need to know the description from the conscious mind. We need to know the word to describe it, and we need to know where in our body we're feeling it. Okay, so I'm just gonna be a short video. I just want to talk about the importance of words, because there's a lot of techniques out there that seems to not make it so important, when in actuality it is just as very important as the other two minds that you're working with, the subconscious mind and the body. All right, so find the words. You know, we're limited in the English language, but we have a ton of words. I mean, I've never had a problem helping anybody find a word to describe their emotion. Really, it can be found. Okay, so focus in on it. God bless, and live a spiritual life, but live it with practicality.